All right, we're here in the cellar of the brick store with Dave and Mike, who are going to show us around their plans for their brand new cellar. Go, guys!
So here we are. We're in the basement at the space adjacent to us. It's an old bank, and we talked about aging some beer, and we needed a space to do it. And lucky for us, we were able to secure this space. So we are below grade. The temperature is pretty close to where we need it. We're going to have to augment a little bit, and as you can see around the room, we've got some pretty great stuff that we've picked up, and we're kind of organizing it. And the idea is to age it, and then start having some tastings in the next room we'll go to, and determine when we're going to release some of the beers, and have some tastings around that, some beer dinners, and just start releasing the beers to the public and get some people excited. Sort of for us, it's the next frontier. Our beer law changed here in Georgia about almost 4 years ago.
4 years, yeah.
4 years ago, and so now we've got all the beer that we could love, and now we're going to start aging some of the beers we love. And Dave can tell you a little bit more about that.
Yeah, well, you know, we took a trip to Belgium a couple years ago, and one of the big things we noticed was the greatest places we went to were all places that focused on cellaring beers. So we got back and just were adamant about finding space to do it, and we knew about this basement space, and we can actually show you around here what we've got. Got a couple rooms here. You know, a lot of the stuff is larger beers, obviously imperial stouts, barley wines, English barley wines, a lot of Trappist, a lot of some English stuff that is some aged, obviously a lot of Belgians, and quite a few American beers as well.
Some of it's very limited runs when we could get it. We got some stuff from Victory, some stuff from Allagash,
Dogfish, North Coast, Victory.
And aging beers is pretty experimental. You guys are going to be on the cutting edge here, finding out what works.
Yeah, let's hope we don't screw it up.
Yeah. Well, I think one of the neat things, and this will be the room over here, is to be able to do the tastings and do those periodically and open some stuff. You know, maybe we'll do 7 or 8 beers at a time, and we'll have ourselves down here along with some of the people whose palates we really respect, and we can talk to them. What do you think? Do you think it's ready? Do you think it needs more time?
Yeah.
Is this beer, is now a good time to release it? How much do you know, and so that'll be kind of the geeky and fun and sort of food experimentation, but also is the beer at its peak? It's a guessing game.
You gotta get a shot of this though, on this
And this was an old bank, so you still have the doors.
This is the old vault doors. Yeah, they're pretty amazing.
It's like a train. Once it moves, it's hard to stop, right?
Stopping it.
That's great.
But yeah, so our big plan for in here is to, currently we've moved our storage space into this room for now, but kind of the idea is to sort of deck it out. A lot of old woods, you know, soft lit, big community table to do, you know, like Mike was just talking about, tastings, dinners, what have you, but, you know, sort of having this mysterious kind of, you know, literally hole in the wall.
Nice chandelier.
Yeah. That's actually similar to the ones hanging above the bar downstairs right now, or upstairs from where we are.
Right.
So yeah, big experiment, and hopefully it's gonna rock.
What's the room going to look like? How do you foresee it in the future?
You know, I don't know. We haven't really talked about it. I do like the idea of just heavy woods, candles maybe, just.
Yeah, keeping it pretty simple, but yeah, we'll panel the
probably the ceiling and the walls and maybe the floor.
Yeah.
Maybe
I don't know. I mean, it's got this thing too, though. So if you get trapped in here, you can breathe.
It's a bank vault vent, right? Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
And part of the idea for some of the foods down here, we could do, some of it will be to experiment with the beer, and some of it will be to have some fun and experiment like we've been doing with beer dinners. We could have our chef, Eric, have a guest chef come in, and it would be neat because we're very limited on the things that we can do because we don't have a cooking facility down here, so we'll have to get real creative with the food aspect. It could be cured meats and cheeses, but we could get more involved. And certainly whatever beers we're going to open will kind of speak to that, and that'll help us develop some new food items too. And we were talking about it last night at the Trappist beer dinner you were at, and the beers are great on their own, they're fun to drink, but when you start, you know, that's what's great about beer, you use meat for it, but with us aging the beers, we talk about when to release it, when it's at its peak, how has it changed? Is it developed in a positive way, or is it starting to fall out? And then how you can pair that with food will be exciting, and it'll pair differently at different periods. We did a flight, like Dave was saying, we were in Belgium, of the Dolce Still Knocked from 1982 to present, 13 different vintages. And I think that was the one that sealed the deal for us, that we absolutely have to start aging beer 5 years ago, not just now. So that's where we're at. So hopefully you guys watching this will be as excited as we are. And maybe it's 2008, so maybe by 2011 we'll already start to have some stuff we can be releasing.
Okay.
So
and of course, people will reap the benefits of this for years and years and years at Brick Store.
That's the hope. We've got a lot.
The trick for us will be not to sell it all at once. To hang on to some.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
When we release it. So.
All right, good deal. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.